My name is Holly Edwards, and today's video evidence I will be showing you animal behaviour and enrichment. So the behaviour that I'm going to be showing you today is of a cat down in our cattery. She is renowned for being quite shy and sometimes aggressive. She does show this behaviour quite often when she comes into the cattery. I have tried to implement a few different options for the owner to try at home and also for the cat here. Now, the main things that she does show while she's here in boarding is she is very shy. She often doesn't like us going into the cage, cleaning the cage out, and she does become quite aggressive. She is very shy, so normally she is hiding. We either put a cardboard box into the cage that she stays into quite a lot, or we do fill it with like nice and thick blankets, so she's got the ability to hide underneath those. Now, because of her stress and anxiety levels while she is here boarding, we do find that she is less likely to defecate, urinate, eat and drink while she is. So here I am showing you her cattery cage card. As you can see, every day we do label whether or not she is eating, urinating or defecating. So you can see here that for the past 2 days it has been a no on each of these. It's been checked by the vet because of this that we note down every morning. So we have labelled here that she has been vet checked and different days. So here you can see that I have sprayed fell away and that I was interacting with her for about 5 minutes. So this is the border that I am talking about. As you can see, she is coming out from underneath one of the towels that we have lined in there earlier. Now, in my personal opinion, the reason for behaviour is that she's not comfortable in the cattery. There are a lot of extra smells here from other felines boarding at the same time, which could be adding on to the anxiety and stress levels. Quite common for boarding cats is that they aren't familiar with other animals, especially if they are indoor only cats, and so when they are brought into the cattery and all of these extra smells and pheromones are in the environment from previous cats that are boarding or cats that are boarding at the same time as well. The short-term management strategies that I have implemented over the past couple of days is to spray fell away into the cage every morning. So fell away is a synthetic form of the feline facial hormone. So this does help with abnormal behaviours in a feline. So I have been spraying this every single morning in her bedding and in her litter tray as well, to hopefully reduce the stresses and the signs of stress she is presenting while she is here. Another short-term strategy that I have implemented is that she is available to be let out of the cage and walk freely, roaming through the cattery. This does make them feel a little bit more comfortable instead of being locked in a cage all day every day. So it does allow her free range of quite a big room here in the cattery, allowed to get up on high platforms, get low down into cat scratching posts. That is quite a regular boarder. I have spoken to the clients on a few occasions just describing her behaviour whilst she is here boarding. It wasn't a negative conversation with them, it was just basically explaining that she doesn't feel completely comfortable while she's here, and these are the behaviours that she is showing. That it's not really extremely bad behaviours where she's not able to be handled, that she's just showing slight aggressive behaviours, which is definitely abnormal to when she's at home. So the conversation that I have had with the clients is I've offered the use of Zilkene. So Zilkene is that natural milk product extract that can take the edge off of the patient if she was to give it a week before an event like this was to happen. So giving the Zilkene every single day for 7 to 10 days prior to the event, which causes the most stress and anxiety. So when the Zilkene was mentioned, the clients were happy to trial on the Zilkene. The Zilkene had been given 10 days prior to her coming into the boarding facility today, and we have a positive result from using the Zilkene. She is a lot more happier than she was boarding previous times. She's more upbeat, she's more willing to get up and out of her cage. Her urinating, defecating, eating and drinking still isn't great, but her overall behaviour and demeanour demeanour is a lot better than when she has boarded previously. So a few of the enrichment strategies that I have applied to this round of boarding is the use of different types of toys. I have been doing this with her for about half an hour every single day to see if this does change her behaviour. So we do have interactive toys that I have put into the cage and the use of a ball. So this is some of the playtime that I have been showing her every single day for about half an hour while she's here boarding. So I do have a few of the toys. She is a little bit grumpy at the moment. She has been hissing at me through the cage, but she is a little bit more willing to come out of the cage, which is a positive sign. So that is a very positive response. She is sniffing at the toy. It's something that she might not be used to at home, so she's just getting the feeling of it. Still hissing at me a little bit and has a slight growl that might be a little bit hard to hear. She is willing to get a pat from me, which is good. Previous times when she has boarded, she hasn't wanted to be pat at all. She either hisses quite loudly and aggressively at us, or she does swipe at us with her paws. So this is a better response. It's still not perfect, as you can see. She's still a bit hissy because she's a little bit unsure of her surroundings and environment, but it is a positive result that she's willing to come out from underneath the towel and investigate. So she does seem interested in the toy. An overload of interest could definitely be taking her mind off the fact that she feels a little bit nervous and scared by her situation. She's still very standoffish. She's not wanting to approach me entirely. But this behaviour is a lot less aggressive than we have seen before. So I have given her a little bit of time apart. It's been about 40 minutes to an hour since I was last down here, and so now I'm going to check up on her, see her progress, see if the interaction that I had with her earlier on in the day has had a positive impact, and if she is willing to interact with me physically a little bit more than she was previously on the last couple of days. So I also have noticed that if she is up on the shelf opposed to down on the floor, she feels a little bit more comfortable. I think just the size comparison between her and the staff here makes her a little bit uncomfortable. So I have noticed that if she is more up to my eye level, that she is a little bit more comfortable. So when she is up here, I try and make that the part where I try and touch her and interact with her the most. So that is really positive. Wouldn't push it maybe any more than a couple of minutes, and just allow her to have that really good interaction and then go off that for the rest of the day. So I might give it another hour until I come back down and trial this again. Now, like I said, I'll see if she's up on the shelf. If she is, I will pat her there. If not, I will interact with her down on the ground with the use of some of those toys. I don't try and push her for too long. I don't want to push her to the point where my presence isn't welcome anymore. Now, her owners did mention that she is normally food driven at home, that she is a general cat grazer like most cats are, but that she does like her. So I did recommend to the owners to this time bring in some treats for her. So I have been trying to give her these treats every single day. Now, the only time she will really let me give these to her on my hand is in the morning. Once the day has progressed a little bit more and there's more activity happening down in the cattery, multiple nurses walking back and forth, increases her stress and anxiety. Okay, so even though she didn't use the toy today, I still run over with disinfectant. So I've just got disinfectant here on a paper towel, and I would just rub over the entire area, just like that. Now, when it comes time to cleaning out her cage, because I am spraying Fellaway in her cage every single day, I tend to not want to replace the toweling every single day. Do that for all of our other boarding cats. So every single morning, all of the towels that were placed down or the bedding that was placed down gets through a wash cycle. With hers, I like to keep the pheromone smell in the towels that are already there, so I haven't replaced those yet. Unless they get really grubby or really furry from her fur, then I will take them out and replace them, but I'll always spray them again with Fellaway before I put more bedding and towels into her cage. So on her cage card, I will be noting down in the comments section just here what I've been doing the past couple of days. To conclude this video, I think that all my recommendations and advice towards the owner about how we can improve her behaviour while she is here boarding has had a positive impact. I think her overall demeanour has definitely changed. I think the use of Zilkeen and Fellaway has had a positive result. I think they are definitely dulling the signs of stress and anxiety that she does feel whilst she's here. I will be recommending to the client that every time she does come into board that we do the same thing, that 7 to 10 days prior to her coming in, that they're giving her Zilkeen every single day. So I will keep on going with these techniques that I've been doing the past couple of days, hopefully within the next few days while she is here, even though she is only here for a short stay, that it does have a roll-on effect to the next times that she is boarding with us.